Okay, there's been a couple interesting things happening within Skater XL community as of yesterday, and I'm talking stuff that's coming officially from Easy Day, so let's get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to get into the obvious one that I'm sure everybody has heard. Easy Day has dropped their first ever official paid DLC for Skater XL. I bought it so you don't have to, so you can get a first impression on what it looks like in game in case you don't want to spend the $10, but we're going to talk about it a bit and then you can make your decision. Alright, so here is the actual post that you will find on Steam by Easy Day talking about the DLC. So basically what you get out of this, 4 brand new pieces of gear and you get a deck as well. So you're basically getting 4 sets of brand new gear that's never been in the game before, a new deck, and then a few different reskins of the same gear. But the main thing here that people obviously want, especially people on console, this is available on console, baggy jeans. This is something that people have been asking for a very long time in the vanilla version of the game. So one thing that you will notice in these photos and also in game, which we'll get to in a second, is that these are really high quality textures. They look really good and it's impressive. Of course, there's a catch. This DLC isn't free. It is £7.19, which is roughly about $10, I believe. Essentially, for 4 pieces of clothing and a deck, you're paying $10. The catch is that this $10 is not going to Easy Day. The entirety of the $10 will go to Boards for Bros, which is the charity that this is set up with. It says right here, all proceeds from the sale of this collection will be donated to Boards for Bros, a non-profit organization committed to changing lives by refurbishing previously used skateboards and giving them to underprivileged youth, which is really cool, right? That sounds like an awesome charity. Obviously, that still doesn't take away the fact that $10 is still $10 and not everybody can afford $10, especially $10 to drop on something that only comes with a few things of gear and just some reskins of the same gear. Personally, I would like to see this priced at more $4.99, $5, I think would have been a better price, considering that this is all you're getting, basically. I don't know. I guess that's up to you to decide whether or not you think this is worth $10 or not. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to head in-game and we're going to check out the clothing in-game to see what you actually get. Let's hop in the game and check it out. If you have the XL menu mod installed, it's a little bit broken. It doesn't actually have an official file name. It just says sprite name equals Tampa. Okay, so here are the bucket hats. So you have this black bucket hat. We got the camo bucket hat. We have the white bucket hat, which is quite nice as well. We got the black coach jacket. It's a nice little design on it. Camo coach jacket, which looks nice. Red coach jacket. It's a nice color. Or maroon, I suppose. Kind of navy coach jacket. We have the vest / tank top. We got this here one. And then we have the white one here. And then, of course, baggy jeans. We have the black jeans. We got the baggy blue jeans. And we got these nice baggy light blue jeans as well. Oh, what's that? Pigeon Thief Afterjoy deck. Okay, so here we are. Here is what the gear looks like in game. I won't go through all the gear in game. Obviously, you can kind of get an idea of it. But yeah. Personally, I think the baggy jeans look a little bit, they look a little bit like baggy mum jeans or something. They don't look the most stylish. I would have liked to maybe see them kind of cuffed up a little bit at the end. Or maybe shaped more like the Tiagos. One thing you can really see though straight away is that this is very high quality textures. Bear in mind, I'm on a low graphic setting. Even still, very nice texture work on these. Really, it's completely dependent on whether or not you're willing to spend £7, $10 on a small pack of gear. The other thing about this gear is that it is visible in multiplayer, so people will be able to see this gear in multiplayer, which is nice because normally if you have, say, modded gear in multiplayer, you just show up as wearing vanilla clothes to everyone else. But yeah, let me know what you guys think if you're going to purchase this or not. But yeah, it's really up to you if you decide to spend $10 or not. Like I said, I think it's a little bit steeply priced, and the fact it's for charity, I think softens the blow a little bit. I don't know, depends how much you want baggy pants or not. That being said, for players on console, I think this is pretty much a given that players on console are probably going to buy this because they don't really have much of a choice. This is the only way they're going to be able to wear. This is the only way they're going to be able to wear baggy jeans and bucket hats. Like, one thing that I think is important to say is that I think that this is definitely the start of a DLCs for Skater XL. I have a feeling that this is them testing the waters and there is going to be more paid DLC in the future. I can't confirm that, but it definitely seems like it's going to be going that way. Personally, I don't mind that. If that is, please excuse the pun, the price to pay for consistent content, or especially for console players, this may be not the worst thing to happen, just as long as the price point is fairly, just as long as the pricing is fair, basically. Just don't make it as dear as $10 unless you plan on filling that out with lots and lots of gear. Let's quickly switch up the gear a little bit just to get a different feel of the other gear. Okay, so we've talked about the DLC. Let's talk about something that's even a little bit more interesting that happened yesterday. So it seems that Easy Day has hired a new community manager who simply goes by the name of Max. Max joined the SkateXL modding Discord a couple days ago and was actually in chatting to some of the modding community last night. Now, don't get your hopes up. Nothing really that important was said, but there's a few interesting takeaways from the conversation. So we're going to go through some of the more interesting messages. So one of the first interesting messages from Max, which was a reply to a question which I assume went along the lines of, what are you actually doing at Easy Day? What's your job? And Max replied saying, I'm helping with communication since there's a gap there that clearly needs to be filled. That's a good sign. Easy Day are aware of their terrible communication with the community, and they have hired Max to fill that gap and basically be our direct contact with Easy Day for the foreseeable future, so it seems. Another really important message from Max says, so yeah, I fully understand the spiciness / hostility going around, just trying to fix it a bit. It's good that they are aware and they're not completely ignoring the hate messages and the barrage of hate that they get with every single post they make on social media. In a reply to Max saying he's trying to fix it a bit, Headchopper said the fix would be if they talked about what they're doing. Max replied, that is the plan. So it seems now with Max being the communications manager, they plan to be more open and actually telling us what they are working on for upcoming updates for SkateXL. I'm not really sure what this was a reply to, but Max said, hey, consider it a first step towards trying to have a more effective communications. So I think we can sum up a lot of these messages, basically that Easy Day are just trying basically have more open communications with the community. Hopefully give us some sort of inclination on what the next update's going to be before it actually happens. I did ask at some point if there's any chance of a roadmap from Easy Day. Max replied saying that because SkateXL is such an open-ended game that a roadmap doesn't really work, but rather they're just going to kind of give us information on what they're working on as they're working on it, basically. I want to give a quick shout out to Thick Riffs / Kai Down, who's always in the Discord, always dropping new information. This guy always seems to be in the know. Now, one thing that Thick Riffs brought up to Max was a 2-position switch for easy / realistic in lieu of a full stats menu. Easy Day Max did respond to this. That's the kind of discussion I'm looking to have. I think the needs of the stats menu is actually closer to there being a need for a more realistic, if more punishing physics setting, etc. While it doesn't exactly confirm nor deny if they're going to put in a stats menu or some sort of settings for stats, that's a pretty good start. That's more than we've ever got before in terms of information for at least humoring the possibility some sort of stats implement into vanilla SkateXL. So like I said, don't get your hopes up, but this is a start. So as well as this, thanks to Thickers for sending in this screenshot. I think it is good to note these couple things that Max said as well. He said that he'd qualify as the majority of hardcore fans. So good thing is Max is a hardcore SkateXL fan, not just an Easy Day employee, which is good that Max actually enjoys the game and plays it. Max also replied to Thick Riff saying it's 100% the most engaged part of the audience and the people keeping the fire lit. So Easy Day, or at least Max at Easy Day, is very much aware that the game is alive because of its hardcore fan base and the hardcore players who are making content for this game, making fake skate brands, maps, whatever. So what do I think of all this? Well, to be honest, I think it's a really, really good start on the possibility of more open communication from Easy Day. Only time will tell, but this is at least a good start into potentially a better future for SkateXL and Easy Day. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this whole thing. I really want to hear your guys' opinions on this because that's what matters. But I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on right now. I think this is all very important stuff that we really need to keep an eye on. In the meantime, I think I'm going to skate a little bit more, get a few more tricks for you guys, and then we're going to call it for the video. Let's do a little bit more skating. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for the video. Thank you for watching. Like I said before, please leave your opinions on the DLC, on what the Easy Day Max has been saying in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think of the whole thing. Hopefully this means a better future for SkateXL. Anyway guys, I'll catch you in the next SkateXL video. Peace.